We are live.
We're live. We're coming in. Bow, bow, bow. I don't even think they're ready for what's about to happen. I don't even know. But. And we're back, tuning in. This is episode 8. Wow, that was fast. Episode 8 of the Kansai Collective coming to you. Same location. You guys know what it is. W Station here in Osaka. Thank you again, guys, for giving us this space to make some magic happen. So, as always, it's Asa Questenberry and my man, my co-host,
Mr. Zane Mother Johnson.
Oh, okay. A little bit of feeling with it this morning. That's no problem. So, me and Zane have been here a couple years now. I think collectively we're almost a decade together. Collectively.
Definitely collectively.
Yeah, I'm a little bit less, but so when you come to Japan, there's, you know, I mean, it's a whirlwind of everything. A lot of people you're relocating from arguably the other side of the world, picking up your life and coming over here. If you're like us, you know, that was, oh yeah, I'll be there for a couple of months or I'll be there for a year. And then
that was Asa, not me, but yeah, for sure.
Turns into a bit longer. But when you come here, inevitably, there's a lot going through your mind. So today we wanted to make a video for you guys highlighting the 5 things you should know. 5, we think pretty important. 5 things you should know before you come to Japan or when you're coming to Japan.
So let me kick this off, man. One that really I didn't know that it's kind of natural order of things when you travel to any country is that you're going to make a lot of mistakes.
Very true.
So before you come over here, I don't know about you guys, but if you've never been to Japan, it's just a totally different culture from America, right? And you're coming over here, at least when I first came to Japan, I thought, like, I was in New York, right? I thought that like Tokyo or the cities that I would see in Japan are literally just like New York, just have a Japanese,
it's going to be Brooklyn with a little bit of weird lettering.
Exactly, right? That's exactly what I thought. But I come here, man, and, you know, one thing that's huge, right, and a big part of our lives is food, right? So I remember, man, I like sweets, and I like got this donut thing, and I bite into it thinking like it's like a glaze. I like glaze,
custard or something interesting.
No,
and it's red bean paste.
No, bro, I thought it was a plain donut. You know, nothing inside, no filling, just dough inside. You feel me? I bite into it, and then I got all this gooey stuff gushing out. You feel me?
Red bean paste. Not a fan of it myself.
Oh no, I love it, but it's just
different.
Yeah, like everything in Japan, mostly food, like there's something inside, you know, the middle. You feel me?
So it's the fact that you think one thing is going to be one way and then it turns out to be completely different, right?
Yes.
So I think that kind of like fits into this overarching idea that you're gonna make mistakes when you come to Japan. Like the first month is going to go by so quickly, but the first 6 months, the first year is going to be a never-ending cycle of just trial and error. First time you go to the job, you're going to get on the wrong train, or you're going to go to the wrong station, or you're going to go out the wrong exit of some station and then realize you have to walk, you know, maybe 2 kilometers back around the other side. So I think number 1 is that you're just going to make a ton of mistakes.
Yeah.
And just roll with it, right?
Yeah. I mean, you are going into a new place, so you don't have friends, right? You don't know any locations where the food that you like, you know, and then you don't know the language. Even if you do, you know, you still got to integrate yourself into the culture. So there's a lot that it's going to be super fun, but also, you know,
lots of learning.
You know?
So my advice on that is just roll with it, ebb with it. Like, you're going to make mistakes. Don't be too hard on yourself and just try and learn from them. You know, if you get off the wrong station, you'd be like, all right, this one exit, because they all have numbers, exit 29 is very far from where I need to be.
And I will touch on, don't be scared to ask people for directions. A lot of people really want to interact with foreign people.
Nani wa doko desu ka?
Oh, that's good, right?
That's your phrase. Nani something something.
Asa Sensei.
Asa Sensei, stop. You humble me, man. You humble me.
Yeah.
But learn a couple simple phrases, man. They go a long way. Even those navigation phrases or things like asking for an English menu, because you can play this fun little game at a restaurant where they, especially if you get like the full Japanese menu, where even like the prices are in the Japanese kanji.
Right.
We all know you're not going to read it. So you can spend 10 minutes being like, this one. Or you can just ask for an English menu. So number one, you're going to make some mistakes. Number two, this one I find crucial because a lot of people I talk to kind of this affects their entire experience in Japan. But do not come to Japan thinking that it's a fantasy world and that coming to Japan is going to solve your problems or your life is going to be exponentially better if you come to Japan.
Word.
If you weren't putting in the work before you came to Japan and you come here and you still don't put in any work, nothing's going to be different.
Yeah.
Japan is a country with its own set of problems. It's got the good, it's got the bad, but just because you're a foreigner or a Westerner and you come to Japan does not mean your life is going to be a cakewalk in any sense.
Yeah, like for me, when I first came over here, I'm thinking, you know, I'm going to this new place. I can start anew, you feel me? And yeah, I was able to, you know, see myself in a new light. But you know, your baggage doesn't just disappear. You feel me? Yeah, you know, that was a big wake up call for me. So, yeah, you know, your problems will arise.
You still gotta work
in
on stuff, of course.
Yeah,
and then you have the problems of like being in Japan, which is its own set of things that we can talk about another time.
Oh my God, yeah.
Because I find really with foreigners here, there's three types of foreigners. There's the Japanophile, who's this person that thinks they're going to come over here, you know, they're going to get a Naruto headband the moment they land and that everything's going to be gravy.
Right.
There's the angry ex-Japanophile. And this is someone who had this romanticized idea of Japan.
Right.
They get here, learn about the differences in culture, learn about some of the problems, and then they become very anti-Japan. But the weird part is they never leave. They just stay here and complain about Japan.
Yeah, what they say about like insanity, doing the same thing over,
expecting a different result. That is insanity. So Japanophile, angry ex-Japanophile, and then just, you know, the normal people here who understand Japan as a country like anywhere else, with the good, with the bad, and all that comes together with it. So,
so don't be coming over here thinking you're going to just see a lot of anime flashing everywhere on every screen.
They actually think that's pretty weird, man.
Yes.
The memes on the gaijin over here that are like just super weebs, like standing next to like Japanese people, I find to be hysterical. So it's got its own set. But that being said, Japan is a beautiful place to be. You should definitely come out here.
That's a fact.
But understand, you got to put in some work to make it good for you.
All right, what's number three?
Well, we got three. Oh, I guess that just backpacks, right? Number three. You can't change the culture here.
Oh.
Japan is a country that's about 2,000 years old.
Right.
You know, there have been periods, for example, Japan was closed to the Western world, to most countries from even coming here for 400 some years, almost 400 years. That's almost double the time that America has been a country, right? And that's just one part of Japan's history.
Wow, yeah, that's why.
So the point I'm making that is, you know, you come here and this is one of the countries where you can be like, why are we doing this? And it's like, it's Japan, right? You just do it. You getting angry against some things that you don't, you know, maybe you think it should be done this way. Like, for example, paper. Every document, paper. No digital documents.
Yeah, this is businessman right here.
Paper, stamping.
Yes.
You're not going to change that. So getting, you know, and the entire country isn't going to change 2,000 years of culture because this foreigner doesn't like it.
Right.
So again, going back with the idea of just roll with it, right? If there's a problem, just toss up your hands up. Well, it's Japan and I got to do it this way.
Yeah. There's again, a lot of different aspects to cultures from the Western world to the Eastern. And, you know, you're going to shake your head like Asa says, but you got to adjust. You got to be willing to adjust. You're in their country. You know what I'm saying? One thing that was huge for me, like the dumps, like garbage cans. Like you won't find the garbage on the street. You know what I'm saying? But they still have very clean,
put that shit in your pocket and you got to take it home or find a conveni and put it in the convenis. Convenis, yeah, you can put it in convenis. But, and just simple stuff. You're like, oh, we need more trash cans. I was like, no, just put it in your bag.
You got to adjust.
Exactly.
Be like water, like my boy Bruce Lee said, man.
Ooh, okay. Dropping some Bruce Lee philosophy on them. I like it. So, number 3, you're not going to change the culture. There's no way around it. You got to deal with it. That being said, some parts of the culture are fantastic, right? But, you getting angry or getting bummed or annoyed because Japan does things a certain way is the biggest waste of energy. It's not going to change. You're not going to change it.
Right.
Just get in line with the thousands of other people that have moved here that don't like something. Best thing is just learn how to work in their system, man, because it ain't going to change. Facts. Number 4, Zane, what do you think?
Yeah, you're going to have to explain that for me.
Number 4, social apps.
Social apps.
Ooh, Number 4.
Yeah, that's huge.
Social apps are your friends.
Yeah, what? Like, I wish I knew about that. For me, I was not really into apps when I first came here. But apps have also grown since I came.
Very true.
But some of you guys are going to just be coming to experience the Japanese culture, maybe have like a really, time like the Hangover type things. You know what I'm saying?
Just completely make a mess of yourself.
Yeah, right. And you think it's easy, like in America, at least, where you can just go somewhere and you just
start a conversation.
Yeah, start a conversation. But it's not that easy. I think like in Japan, there's just like this aura where you don't just go up into people's like personal space, right? And, starting this.
I'm blah, blah, blah gaijin. I'd like to talk to you about insert dumb topic.
Right. There are people out there like that, but if you want to make sure that you have a good time, definitely download social apps,
and kind of like initiate a conversation or relationship through that first.
Yes.
Because, and I think what's interesting, like in Japan is like Japan traditionally doesn't have a dating culture. And this is, so for example, in America, dating and courtship is as old as the country itself. But in Japan, not really. Before, up until right after the war, most of, relationships in Japan were arranged marriages, either through businesses or families or something.
Yeah.
So the idea of going out and starting a relationship and just meeting someone and it's not as common. Obviously we live in the 2020s and it's modern Japan is coming more and more along. But that being said, it's still significantly different than other places.
Yeah, I would say like most of my friends who have their girlfriends found their girls on Tinder and Bumble,
Tinder.
Yeah,
WeChat.
That's nothing. Yeah, it's nothing wrong with that.
It's the modern day age.
Yeah, it's the way that things are done here. So, but also if you're just trying to find people with the same interests, I know there's a thing called Meetup. You could check that out. And they got tons of things, but
you can come down to the W station. Tons of social activities going on here in the lobby, first floor. Again, it's a bar. It's a place to meet up. Don't forget about Kansai Kollective. We're a collective, so reach out to us. We'd love to plug you guys collective in. But no, I think it's a good way to kind of weigh which relationships are worth pursuing because, and also in Japan, if you don't speak Japanese, you can translate conversation over the internet, right?
That's a fact.
So it allows you to kind of establish a connection beforehand. That being said, don't get me wrong. If you have, the social ability, you can by all means go to people, and Japanese people will try and come up to you.
Right.
Again, roll with it. You might have a very broken conversation, or maybe you've studied Japanese your whole life and you're pretty confident in it. You can definitely approach people.
But I will say, from anybody actually, if you see someone beautiful and they're working, do not attempt to try to talk to them.
Are you talking about bartenders?
Bartender, I mean, service workers. You go like to maybe a McDonald's, I don't know, a restaurant.
The
you see
beautiful McDonald's girl.
Yeah, you feel me? You see that, and you're like, wow, I want to talk to her. Nah,
Can I order? Can I order your number? Possibly.
Yeah, that's not gonna work, man. You're gonna really embarrass yourself. It's just not the culture. I'm warning y'all.
Set up a relationship first on social media apps. It's a good way to value or kind of weigh whether or not something's worth pursuing. So that'll be number 4. Number 5. This is I wish someone, they on the itinerary coming to Japan, they should just give you this as an infographic. The convenience stores referred to as konbinis here in Japan. Number 5, konbinis are where the magic happens.
What?
Anything you need to do, you need to pay your bills, konbini.
Yes.
You need to get something delivered, konbini.
Ooh,
you need to print something and scan something and send it to a USB drive, konbini.
Wow.
You want to not starve to death, konbini.
Yeah, like, right? I don't know.
You want a trash can?
Yeah,
Konbinis.
Konbini, right? You want socks? You want a t-shirt? Konbini.
But the one thing they don't have, which is a bit different than the US, is over-the-counter medicines. So for example, I needed it's allergy season now, so I needed eye drops. I had a meeting and I had to get eye drops beforehand, and I went to the konbini and I was asking, they're like, nah, we don't got it. And that's the same for anything that could be described as medicine. Most often you won't find it at konbinis. But that being said, 90% of the things you need on any given moment you can find at a convenience store.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting you bringing that up. I'm just thinking at convenience stores in Japan, right? You buy something, sometimes there's a lottery. You feel me? You stick your hand.
Spend $10, they're like, you can win something free.
You stick your hand in this little box where you can't see what's inside,
tickets or something.
Take out the ticket. You might get a free drink. You might get 10% off. You might get a little anime plush toy. You feel me?
Adds a little bit of spice to your konbini trip.
Spicy vibe.
So, and the one thing, I think the big thing about konbinis for new people, Wi-Fi is huge here because most public places in Japan have Wi-Fi, but it's not that great. Most cafes, other than the big brands, most little cafes, unlike in the US or other Western countries, you're not going to have Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
So the thing that I wish someone told me, I found this out, I think week 3, and it would have saved me so much trouble, is Wi-Fi is available at the convenience stores. They have a free, high quality Wi-Fi that you can just very, very easily tap into. So if your phone's dying or your pocket Wi-Fi is dead or you don't have service, find a local convenience store and plug into the Wi-Fi there. It definitely can save you some problems.
Yeah, people hang out at convenience stores, so don't think that it's weird if you do that. You
might see the occasional salary man just outside, just slapping together a report using the konbini Wi-Fi. It happens.
Yeah, you can read books in the convenience store. People just actually go to the convenience store,
just
read the magazines, and then they leave, and you don't have to pay for none. And it's so crazy, right? In the convenience stores too, right? You can just go in there, they'll say hello, you'll use their bathroom, right? And then you just leave and they'll say goodbye to you.
They're
know what I'm
like,
saying?
Thanks for not using the street.
Yes,
and you're like,
right.
Cool. Yes.
So konbini is your friend.
Yes. And some of them are intense. Some of them are 2 stories. The entire top floor is a seating area. Wow. They are a big reason why it's hard for me to move out of Japan, because when I go back to the US and it's I don't even know, for maybe it's a Sunday night and you want to get a beer and you're like, oh my God, it's 5:30. Oh, I can't get alcohol after 5. Not that I even drink that much, but just little things like that. And they truly are the epitome of convenience, the convenience stores in Japan.
So yeah, I think that's a good 5 for you guys to start
Quick little
off
things
with.
to think about, yeah.
Yeah, but there's a lot more content that we have that we just can't share with you right now.
Yet. But if you guys got some ideas, if you've got things you like, things you want to see, maybe you want us to go more in depth on a topic, please drop us a comment down in the section below. Like, subscribe, share, Tell your friends about us. If you're coming to Japan, reach out. We would love to connect with you guys. We want to figure out what you want to do out here. Maybe we can give you some advice. As always, thank you to our wonderful sponsors. We got W Station. W Station here in Shinsaibashi, Osaka, providing you with language learning services, a bar, cafe. They got rooftop yoga, a place to sleep, a place to connect with people. Come to the W
Just
Station.
Just as convenient as Convenies.
Oh, that could be their new slogan. Like a Combini, but better. I like it. Thank you, DroneX Global. You guys giving us the equipment, helping people. DroneX, helping people in Japan work with their drone services, ROV services, AI. They're providing all the tech for us to get set up here on the show, and we wouldn't be here without them. So, thank you again, guys. Appreciate you stopping in for these 5 things you should know before you come to Japan. Peace.
Peace.